Welcome, everyone.
Another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun on our, of course, 5th of October 2021. The lamb rump expires today.
That's right. That's why we're eating it tomorrow.
That's why we're having it tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
All right, isn't it?
And the title of today shows how to feel it real. The morning after method.
The morning after.
Wow.
So, Victoria.
So good at freeneville.com.
Let's call it the 221 email list pseudo, shall we?
Random goodness. Join our 90-day adventure at Manifesting Mastery. My eyes are going all over the shop. Sorry, you guys, because 20's doing something. I can hear the dogs. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right.
90. Cheap ass cup of coffee, half a donut. That's what
right.
we say.
Yeah, it's a 90-day adventure, guys. We've got one person, two people. This is great.
I know. Facebook's been down. Insta down.
But they came up for us. Why? Because Bruce I said so.
Down.
All right.
And for refunds, visit our, look at the Bruce's tail and his tails. For refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
If you guys only had a clue.
Only.
So today we're going to take care of one of those things, because it's like whenever you're stuck in the muck and you get stuck in the house and the middles and the doubts and the, somebody put a hashtag stuck muck middle house. Yeah.
Stuck muck middle house.
Stuck muck middle house. Yes.
Hashtag
stuck muck middle
house.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So look at that, Manny. Welcome to the show.
One of the first.
Alrighty. Well, the only one that we can see. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, great outfit, by
There's
the way.
7 of
that
you
is
out
fabulous.
there,
yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, Manny just took a runner. He's like, 20 can see my outfit. Yo, guys. All right. So, Victoria.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what Neville really taught.
What he really taught.
We're going to talk about how to feel it real, right?
How to feel it real.
And what not to do. So, Victoria, would you like to start with the first? What not to do. We'd like to start with the first Neville Goddard quote.
Okay.
Yo, Gazza's here.
Hello, Gazza.
Yo, the G-Man.
So Neville says, but I'll tell you one thing. Do not concern yourself with the means.
That's right.
Always go to the end. Dwell in the end, and you will hurt no one. But if you try to devise the means, you're, messing the whole thing up. You want to be happily married? All right, go to the end. You're happily married.
Alrighty. So Neville talks about this one in specific when it comes to, like, obviously being married. You don't pick out this person, that person. You don't pick out where you met them, how you met them, all that stuff. Here's the cool thing. Triple D, Tony Doyle, remarkable as well, both you guys. So,
yeah.
But here's the cool thing, because whenever you stop getting stuck in the middles, because anytime we got a time change, and Facebook was down, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was you guys that changed the time. That was funny. But meanwhile.
Yeah, you did for yesterday's call.
Unbelievable. So here's what's really cool, because anytime you go to a middle, there's always a middle of another middle. Terry Morris, right? Because it's sort of like this, if you imagine, right? So imagine, I don't even want to go there. Anyway, middle of another middle, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So always go to the end.
Okay.
Always go to the end. Always go to the end. Always go to the end. By the way, this also takes you beyond having to imagine opposites, but more on that. Victoria. All right, let's read the other one, and then we'll just...
The other one is, imply it's already true.
Oh, yes, get that? So remember, Neville says to, always go to the end. He says to imagine what implies your wishes fulfilled. See, I've already moved on to that one already, but go ahead, Victoria.
Do not confine the state of marriage to a certain man, but a full, rich, and overflowing life. Your desire to experience the joy of marriage... you desire to experience the joy of marriage. Do not modify your dream, but enhance it by making it lovelier. Then condense your desire into a single sensation or an act which implies its fulfillment.
Now, I'm massively big on coffee, as you all know, right? So there's a massive difference between, like, when you have a sip of coffee the morning after.
Yes.
Yes. Versus the morning after. Right? Same sip of coffee, but it's an entirely different experience of the same sip of coffee. You know what I mean? Sizzles here, yo. Remarkable. And look at him. Thank you, Tony, for tagging and bagging him.
Facebook was working.
Yeah,
says
Facebook
Islam.
was dodgy
I
earlier.
know.
But we decided, I was driving home and Victoria said Facebook ain't up. And it's like, well, we're still doing a show. And it's like, all right. So we figured we could do it on YouTube.
We were going to do a YouTube live.
But it's like, you know what? Like radio. So by the time I walk in the house, the Facebooks are up. And it's like, coolio.
Facebooks.
Yeah, the Facebooks are up. Each of both of them, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about the morning after. So, Victoria, let's imagine you wanted to go disco dancing.
Disco dancing.
All right. So you guys can all imagine it now.
40 years ago.
So Victoria's imagining going out disco dancing. All right. So
what's John Travolta?
yeah, John Revolting. Yeah, but that was probably before he was a Scientologist, even, right? Yo.
Yeah.
So if you were imagining going out disco dancing and you're using hashtag the morning after, right? Well, so what would you imagine? Do you reckon? Would you imagine like being on the dance floor shaking your boogie oogie oogie, or yes? See, I'll tell you what I'd imagine.
What?
See, if I was imagining you going disco dancing,
Yeah.
right? So I'd imagine the morning after waking up with Victoria, right, and like sharing that cup of coffee. You know what I mean? It's like, that's right. I'm going disco dancing with Victoria.
I just would have imagined it was a fantastic night.
Yeah.
Where everyone saw me out on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah. See, it's the morning after you're having that one sip of coffee, Lisa, yo. So you have that one sip of coffee. It's the morning after disco dancing. And you're just like remembering everybody watching you go, burn, baby, burn.
I would have thought, years ago, I would have thought, oh my God, how embarrassing. Oh my God.
So you're having that morning cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Now, this is good because now here's the cool thing, right? You could have been having a lovely time with the morning after. You wake up and you go... Right? And some people do the whole thing of, well, you have to keep your alignment, your vibration all positive and high and stuff. And if the morning after you're going to be a little embarrassed, you imagine being a little embarrassed, right?
True.
True that, right?
Yeah.
And again, notice how easy it makes it, because it's sort of like, if you woke up, right, the morning after and you had a hangover, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about physicality.
Well, that's the other problem. It's like, oh my God, I don't remember what I did. Like the movie last night that we were watching.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember.
Yeah.
No, the judge, like an old man. Yeah.
Yes.
But still, sorry.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's the other part of it too.
Now, here's the cool thing. Anybody here ever get stuck on manifesting the opposite? Right? You're trying to manifest, you're hungover the day after and you're trying to manifest the opposite kind of thing.
Well, how do you know if it's the opposite if you can't remember?
Well, obviously you'd remember your evening, but so you could always imagine the morning after the morning after, right?
The morning after the morning after.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
So, the morning after the morning after, you're going, ooh.
Because the morning after is a bit like, oh my God, I don't remember. I feel crap.
So the morning after
Am
the
I
morning after,
embarrassed?
right?
The morning after.
The morning
after that.
Yeah, it's the morning after the morning after. You probably had a few phone calls from friends.
Yeah. You should have seen you go, girl.
Yeah. Nowadays you should have YouTube videos and Facebooks, right?
Yeah. Posted it up on Insta.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, oh, look at her go. 15 seconds of fame, everyone.
Oh, my God. That's even worse.
See, now get it? Here's what's cool, right? So she could be imagining this before the hangover, during the hangover, before the dance. Right?
The morning after the morning after.
The morning after the morning after. Right? Maybe we should call this the morning after the morning after.
It's morning spelled MOURNING.
Morning.
I'm mourning the way I was. Yeah.
Oh, it's sort of like honorable. So you remember in Remarkable, we've got...
Honorable and dignified.
So you guys in Remarkable, we've got the first call coming up, this Melbourne Monday coming up.
Yeah.
Right? And we're going to be exploring honorable and dignified, a bunch of other things. But why is it that honorable here has an OU in it? And why is it that mourning, if you add a U, that it
can have a U or
not?
Yeah,
but mourning versus honoring, like mourning with a U is bad, and mourning after is good. I don't know. Anyway, letters have power.
They do.
That's right. Meanwhile.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
Yo.
So. Yeah, well, that was good. Is that it? Is it?
Well, I think that's relatively it. Like the whole thing if you're trying to combat with what is, and here's the big thing, right? So, like, let's say you want to go disco dancing, and you show up, right, and you got your disco
Show
dancing,
up.
right? You got your disco dancing.
Outfit on.
You got your disco dancing outfit on, right? And you walk in.
Feeling good.
I remember in the Blues Brothers, and they showed up at the bar,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh, we're the good old boys," and the only country song they know is "Rolling, Rolling, Rolling, Rawhide."
Oh, that's right. Rolling, rolling,
Right.
rolling.
So, guys.
Yeah.
So, like, if you show up and it's a hoedown, and you're imagining,
Oh, down.
yeah, and you're imagining the disco dancing, right? So it's like, right. So imagine the morning after, what a great time you had, not remembering whatever you did, and then like the morning after, you could be imagining getting the videos where everybody else is doing the hoedown. And we got our disco queen right here.
Thank God all of those social media programs went out when I was out there.
yeah. For those of us in our 50s,
Yeah.
we did
It's
all
a
right.
good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
So the moral of the story: move to the point where it's fun, pleasurable, easy. Right? Because if you show up and they got the country music on and you're imagining disco dancing and you're doing the whole, like, how the fuck do I imagine the disco dancing whenever it's like, I'll take your partner round and round, grab their face into the ground,
What was it?
right?
And a do-si-do.
Yeah, do-si-do. Right? Who the hell knows what that even means, right? Somebody can...
I don't know.
I'm going to hear
but
about
it was
that.
something about a do-si. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes. We
Yeah.
actually learnt that in school. For sport,
Oh, yeah.
of all things.
We did it in 4th grade.
Sport! No, do-si-do. How is that sport? Anyway.
See, things are different in Australia. Don't get her started on Uncle Ben's rice versus Tilda, right?
Oh,
Like, she
yeah,
just-
no, don't do
yeah,
that.
don't do that. Right? She's like, no. Uncle Ben's rice, no culture. Tilda, on the other hand, you look at the packaging, it's like, oh, it's frilly, right? It's got to be a much fluffier rice.
Okay, so
All
the
right.
morning after.
Right. Just
The
move to
morning
where it's
after,
fun,
the morning
easy,
after.
pleasurable, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're imagining like dating and mating and relating, right? So if you went to the morning after, the morning after, the morning after, it's sort of like, hoo-ha, still there, right?
Who? Them? You?
Exactly.
Like, oh my God. Yeah, all right.
Alrighty,
Okay.
cool. And make it about the coffee, not about... That's right.
Not about.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So were you
All right,
surprised last night when Billy Bob showed up?
I was.
Yeah, because she didn't know Billy Bob was in The Judge.
It was a very small role for Billy Bob.
Yeah, true that. But at least we saw him.
I think
Like,
they must have decided he was such a good lawyer.
Yeah, they all backed
They
down.
said, let's get him in for that role. But,
Yes,
yeah.
true that.
He couldn't exactly, like all the others, he'd command
Yeah. Well, that's why.
star role. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's
And
why
he
he's going to
wasn't-
be the main one on The Wire in the new season that's coming up.
The Wire?
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton on The Wire.
Are you serious?
Oh, he's not.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
I was
great, though?
Suddenly wrapped. You bastard.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton on The Wire.
No, I couldn't imagine that actually.
Oh, that'd be great fun.
I want to see what his next role is. All right, you guys.
All right, I think that was fun.
So that was our show today.
True that.
Well, oh, schweppes, I forgot.
Oh, my
So
God.
What we want to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bits.
Yes.
Probably for me, it was remembering when I used to go out disco dancing.
Tell you what, I bet you were fun.
That was a lot of fun. Used to wear weird boots, and I was always dressed up to the nines.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Had my hair up, like way up.
You must have Texas hair.
I probably did.
Yeah,
Because we're
absolutely.
talking like 80s. Do you know what I mean?
God, I remember the
Oh,
80s.
wow. Yeah, so I was pretty cool. Yeah, so that was my hashtag strawberry bit. What was yours?
I'm with Tony Doyle, Billy Bob for 007. You know,
Oh,
because
we're still talking about that.
yeah, well, Tony
Billy
Doyle
Bob
is.
Bond.
I think it would work because, like, the thing is, you don't have to imagine him as Bond, even though that'd be incredibly easy, right? All you got to do is imagine, like, the morning after you come out of, like, the theater. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah,
It
you-
doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, you do an all-nighter.
Billy Bob in Fargo was like probably one of the best things I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. I'm with
I
you.
loved him in that.
We'll have to watch
he was
that
so
again.
crazy and scary and dick. He was ace. So that was your hashtag strawberry bit.
Yeah, well, the whole
Billy
thing.
Bob Bond.
Not really, but that whole thing of like really going to the morning after, because it just eliminates the war. Because if you went to when you walk in and they're playing the country music, take your partner round and round, push his face into the ground, all that stuff, and you just want to burn, baby, burn, like you just
Burn, baby.
you just move to the morning
wasn't
after.
Country.
No, that was disco. Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno. Oh yeah.
Go on, do us another one. Oh, what's something different?
Give me another disco song. We could do. Sid Vicious does. You can tell by the way. Oh no, that's Clint Eastwood. Sorry.
Sid Vicious.
Yeah,
Disco.
Yes. Clint Eastwood does "Staying Alive."
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. "Staying Alive." That was close. Anyway.
Sort of.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of soul in there right now. So.
Soul. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, all these good shows. Yeah, the morning after. Move to the morning after. Move to the morning after. It's so much easier than trying to, when you're listening to country, trying to imagine disco. You just move to the morning after. How much fun and how embarrassed you are. It was great.
Embarrassed. That was actually. That probably nailed it for me. Actually.
Yeah, that's
the morning after for me.
Absolutely. So if embarrassment implies fun, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's true because it's like Neville. What are your friends saying?
Look
Are
at
they
her
envy?
go.
Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of these things that we apply negative emotions to can just be so appropriate to nailing it.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Like embarrass for me is a really
That's a good one. Absolutely. Tony Doyle says Patrick Swayze for 007.
All right.
Swayze.
Yeah.
Yep. Only Bond puts baby in a corner.
Only Bond puts baby in a corner.
Yep. I'm just taking the best movies ever. You know what I mean?
I don't get that one.
All right. That's all right. You don't have to.
Okay.
You can catch it on when you do the edits.
All right.
All right.
Excuse
Loogie.
me. Smoke
That's right.
cough.
Later.
So, that was our hashtag strawberry bits. Well, you type in yours. Go to freeneville.com.
221 email pseudo.
Random goodness. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yep, it's a 90-day adventure. $97.
What's it costing you?
Yeah, to dick around.
Not to do it.
What's it costing you to dick around?
Rob Beg.
Yep.
Our good friend says.
See, I like when people say, but you can learn it all on your own. Well, you sure can. We're just giving you a fun opportunity. You know what I mean? It's like when you go to the Starbucks.
Or amping it up.
Oh, totally. I agree.
So much quicker.
Well, I mean, but you could grow your own fucking coffee, grind it all with a hand grinder.
Yeah.
I mean, gather your
go to
water.
Starbucks.
Or no, you can go outside with your dry rag before the sun comes up and rub it against the leaves and then squeeze it into a cup to gather all your water. You could rub two sticks together to make a little fire to put your little cup on there and warm your water up.
No one's going to do that.
Or you could just fucking go to the Starbucks.
They
you know
might
what I mean?
the Amazon. Is there anyone out there from the Amazon? No.
I like the Amazon.
I'd love to go to the Amazon one day.
Well, Amazon.com.au. Look, there's another box from them right there. I order so much shit, she fucking cringes. She hates
Another
logos.
box!
She hates logos, and every fucking box that comes from the Amazon.com.au has the logo on it.
It's not the logo. It's just all this recycling.
Anyway.
Sorry.
We're not allowed to have
That was
businesses in Australia.
manifestingmasterycourse.com, and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. See, they say support your local businesses in Australia, and it's like, right, once you're double immunized, and we let you out. So let me get this right.
Yeah,
that's
probably why we're a bit crazy today.
That's a bit pathetic.
We've been locked up for a long while.
It's pathetic sad. Everybody, hashtag
Pathetic
sad.
Okay.
Alrighty. I don't want to go.
Okay, we'll just stick around.
Okay. Hi, Zuli. Got your email. We're back.
Oh, look at all the love.
Look at that. And Tony Doyle. Boom. Preach it. All right. So, Remarkable Kids. Go check out the Remarkable group. I'll be sending out an email today or tomorrow. Our first call is Melbourne Monday, USA Sunday. And more to come.